Hello everyone, this is Damla with a drop of I'm going to talk to you today about a word and a concept that I think is important, and that is the concept of ancestors. And I want to challenge you in thinking about that word and that concept in a wider, more in-depth and more encompassing way. So usually when we hear the word ancestors and the way it is mentioned in a lot of healing work, it's meant to cover your bloodline that comes before you, your parents, and then your grandparents, and then their their ancestors, and so on. But I want you to consider this for a moment. So when we say ancestors and when we say honoring the ancestors, I want you to think about, let's just start with just your DNA. So if ancestors bring you your DNA, that means that you have that energetic connection with them, and the DNA connects you to not just your bloodline. It connects you to all of humanity. It also connects you to, if you think of our evolution, if we sort of go back to the one cell organism and then the animals in the sea, in the land, and so on. So as a life-giving mechanism, DNA connects you to just more than just humanity. It connects you to the one cell organism. It connects you to all bacteria. It connects you to every living being who has DNA. And not only that, if you look at this from the point of view of, okay, you're here, and the reason you're here is your ancestors. But if you think that way, that means it's not just your bloodline that is contributing to your beingness here. So all of life, starting from the one cell organism, or however you think about it, like across generations and generations, the past is contributing to your being here, but all of the present is also contributing to your being here. All of your, not just blood, but soul connections. And if you think about time as a continuum, the present cannot exist without the past and the future and whatever is here in parallel. So all of that has to be here for your present to be here, your present, your gift of life to be here. So that means the people before are your ancestors. The people after you, the future people, are your ancestors. The people that exist here in the present, in parallel timelines, they are your ancestors, because on a quantum level, everything exists all at once and together. So for you to be here, that means there is a lot more that is contributing to your beingness. So again, if we define the word ancestor not as just the bloodline that was before, but as whatever and whoever is contributing to your life, the gift of life that you live here in the present now, that means, again, on the quantum level, for your life to be here, you need the sun, you need the earth, you need the soil, you need the water. So the water is your ancestor, which also exists in you. The rocks, the soil, the minerals are your ancestors. The plants are your ancestors, not just the connection through DNA, because plants have DNA, but also because plants and animals, they're the life-giving connections or the life-giving objects for you. And not just that, for Earth to be able to exist in the space that we occupy here and now, you need to have all the planetary connections, and you need to have the Milky Way and beyond. So in that sense, all of the cosmic things are your ancestors. All the particles and waves are your ancestors. All the planets are your ancestors. All the beings in the whole universe are your ancestors, because we coexist together, and the existing of anything else outside of you is contributing to your existence in some way. So this is how I think about the word and the concept of ancestors. Anything and everything that contributes to your life here and now is your ancestors. So what do ancestors need from you, and how do ancestors play a role in your life? The ancestors not only give you the gift of life, they give you a lot of gifts. A lot of the things that you're able to do today, like move your hands and talk and experience and understand concepts, are because of your ancestors, because of the life that has been lived before you and after you and through you here in the present. So they give you the gift of life, but they also give you and share with you their wounds. So an ancestral wound may show up in your life as physical, emotional, mental pain. We are not exempt from the life that's outside of us. We're not exempt from the connection we share as a species. So that means any wound that you're healing for you, any energetic wound you're healing for you, you're healing for everyone else. And not only that, any need that you have that's here in the now has roots and layers of the ancestral needs. Meaning, yes, you have a need to eat, but your ancestors have a need for life to live through you. Your ancestors may have a need for their pain to be recognized and seen, so that pain may present itself and relive itself through you. So how do we go past the cycle of reliving the pain? First of all, ancestors need just one single thing from you, and that is for you to acknowledge them and for you to say thank you to them. Not for the gift of life, but for the gift of pain as well. For the gift of learning, for the gift of the ability to be here, to be able to continue to learn and enjoy and move through this thing that we call life. They need to be acknowledged. They need to be seen, heard, understood, and loved. The ancestors don't need you to heal them in the sense that they don't need you to cure them. They don't need you to change them or shift their energetic existence. They just need you to accept them and to forgive them and to see them with all their flaws, all their mistakes, all their struggles and pain, but also with their resilience, the same resilience that lives in you and through you. One of the things I designed to be able to do this is in my online course called Tending to Your Needs. I have a meditation there that's called Ancestral and Cosmic Needs, because it's not enough for you to say, oh, I see my ancestors, la la la. And I now forgive saying that out loud is wonderful, but you need to do something energetic. There needs to be some sort of ritual, some sort of practice to go along with your intention so that you can shift the energy from ignoring the pain, from pushing the pain down, from not seeing the pain, to recognizing, allowing the pain, accepting, having a conversation with the pain, understanding the roots that are deeper than you within the pain. So again, I have that meditation already in my online course, and I will include a link to my course below this video. But one thing I encourage you to do is to sit with this information and to feel into this information and ask yourself, ask your body and your being, where do the pain of my ancestors, where does the pain of my ancestors live here in the now? And you can simply start by asking, when you get to that place in your body, that place that where the wounds of your ancestors live, and more likely than not, it's going to be in multiple places, or it may show up as just one place. You ask that place, what do you need today? What do you need today? And you can speak directly to the ancestors. You can call on your highest vibrational ancestors for guidance and support and love and being there for you, for holding the space. And you can say, just tell me what you need and help me give it to you. And in doing that, in starting that conversation with them through your body, because the ancestors, all of these cosmic and parallel and past and future timeline connections are living through your DNA in your body. Our DNA is a quantum mechanism that holds a whole lot more information than we realize. So you have the capacity to connect with this part of you that exists here in the now. And when you do that, and when you start those energetic connections, by the way, you can do that with the help of a healer like me. I do this occasionally in my healing sessions. So feel free to drop me a line and ask me about that. But you can also do this through the online course, through the meditation, but also just simply sitting with that. And just, I want you to consider starting that conversation, starting that relationship, and realizing that there's so much more than you realize here under your skin, around you, in your existence. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this gives you a little bit more or a wider overview of the concept of ancestors and how you can begin to work with the ancestors for your healing. I'm going to include some links below, take a look at them. And if you enjoyed this, please share this with others, and please consider subscribing to my channel. It's a drop of Om, and I occasionally post videos like this to help demystify some healing concepts all about energetic and spiritual and chakra healing. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.